Okay then, Raiders, we are back and we've got loads to go over today as the server slam is now over. There's been a lot of talk around the community right now with what it is that's happening inside of the game and whether it will change moving forward. We have got a 10-year plan for Ark Raiders, and we're going to tell you guys all about what you guys need to know from the development team, as well as your opinions on the game overall, as I think that some people may have got the wrong end of the stick with this server slam, and it maybe didn't paint itself in a good light. Not only that, but we've got some hilarious Reddit clips that you guys need to see that are two of the exact same clip, just from different perspectives and different players. Absolutely hilarious. Nonetheless, we're going to dive into all of it that you guys need to know today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. Make sure you swipe across that comment section and hit the hype button. It'll be greatly appreciated. And as always, we are still giving away a copy of the game the day before launch on the 29th. So if you want to get involved with that, simply head down into the comment section, put in a love heart of any color variation, and let me know your favorite part of the server slam this weekend. It's been an incredible journey, and I've had a load of fun in it. So with that being said, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening right now in Ark Raiders. So starting off, as you guys may well already know by now, the server slam is now over, and it genuinely tended to do quite well, with clawing up to nearly a peak on Steam of 200,000 players. We reckon at any one given time there's probably about 500,000 players playing across all three platforms, and it seems to have done really well, although we're still waiting for the full confirmation numbers coming from Embark Studios, who hopefully will release those before launch comes on the 30th. But I'm intrigued by how many of you guys are actually going to be playing based on this server slam afterwards, as it seems like Ark Raiders has got a very long future ahead of it, given the fact that it might have the player base at hand, as seen right here in an interview over at TwitchCon that Ark Raiders design director Virgil had a comment on the post-launch future, and is talking around 10 years for the game, which is absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, they weren't able to promise anything inside of this, because if they start going down roadmaps, things don't materialize, that's when you walk into some problems. But it did kind of interest me, because the original question on this specific clip was essentially what the end game would be, and it doesn't seem like there really is much of an end game other than just playing out exactly what it is that you would already be playing out during the level up process and during the unlock process. It just kind of seems like the extraction shooting part of it is what the end game is. Now, so many people across the community have had different opinions on this server slam. We're going to read a Reddit article in just a moment, as it seems to be the more positive sway of things, but a lot of people have been looking at this within the negative manner, and it probably shows that the server slam probably didn't give it the greatest light, considering it was the first input to the full free open beta, as previously all of the tech tests were closed off to invite only. So it's been a bit of an interesting one, as what they actually did was segregate the game completely. I've said to all of my subscribers and viewers during the live streams this week that we've probably received around 30% of the total game. We had one individual map, which made the feeling of the game seem quite monotonous and repetitive, although there are 5 or 6 other maps that are in total in it, and it kind of seems like there's going to be a lot more variation. I think that this game may well do well for the first few months, until people get bored of the maps at least, but I think with the way that you weren't able to upgrade the tables, you weren't able to be able to upgrade pretty much anything or find out what was going to be in the game based on the screens that you all had when you were inside of Ark Raiders during this server slam. So it kind of seemed like it was very minimalistic and that there wasn't a lot more to come from it. But again, we had about 30% of the game inside of this server slam, so don't really take it as the full experience. There is a lot more to come, and a shed ton more weapons, loot, and gear that you guys are going to be able to obtain through the full launch coming on October 30th. On top of that, there was another post right here, which was probably the more perfect way of describing it. Embark, don't cave in. Ark Raiders is perfect the way it is. I just want to say this directly to the developers. Please don't cave into all the noise from people saying the game is too hard or needs PvE mode. Now, obviously, my opinion on this one is that I reckon a PvE mode would do really well for those who don't like the PvP sector in probably the more older generation, but nonetheless, it goes on to state, what you've built here is one of the coolest and most unique extraction shooters we've ever seen, especially for console players. The tension, the unpredictability, third-person person, Arc robots being challenging, that's what makes Arc Raiders stand out. Not every game needs to hold your hand. The difficulty is what gives it its identity. It's what makes every encounter matter, every extraction feel earned, and people will always complain early on. But the ones who stick around, the ones who get it, they will make the game thrive long term. Please stay true to your vision and don't let Arc Raiders become another watered down game because of people who don't enjoy it. Now, they do go on to some really big factors there, like console editions. For those people who enjoy Tarkov on PC, you can't play that on console. And as far as extraction shooters go, on your console, this is probably going to be one of the biggest ones that stand out there, mainly because there's not as many on console as there is on PC. Now, obviously, it becomes a little bit of a issue when we start looking down the route of making sure that you stay true to your vision, as the vision of this game has changed about 4 or 5 times over the last 4 or 5 years of development. This game was originally supposed to be a looter shooter back when it was first initially announced a little while ago. It'll be intriguing to see how it launches and what state it will be in then, as to what it is that Embark will actually do with regards to the Arc and the power fantasy around the weapons doing more damage. I don't know whether they'll listen to the minor side of the community or whether they'll go with the majority, or how it is that they'll actually look at it. Game studios these days really do surprise you with those sorts of things, so we could see a bit of a nerf in the way the Arc actually feel, or we could see a bit more of a buff in how it is that the weapons genuinely feel. I have no idea, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how that one plays out. Let me know your guys' opinions on Arc Raiders during this server slam via the comment section below, so I'm really intrigued to find out exactly what you guys are thinking. Now, we've got a really hilarious one right here, mainly because I was just scrolling through the Reddit and we actually found a clip of a bunch of randoms coming together during a solo play in the last server slam, and they took out a leaper all as one unit. Absolutely incredible, and was such a really cool clip. Now, I actually enjoyed the clip so much that I just popped the like on it and continued to scroll, but we came across a second clip, which was somebody in the exact same server at the exact same time in the exact same area who took a video from a sniper position and states that he just saw 6 solo players unite to destroy a leaper in seconds. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely hilarious that these are the sorts of clips that are surfacing up on the Reddit, and I always love watching your guys' gameplays and how it is that you actually play the game. So yeah, keep that up, man. That was absolutely awesome. The links to both of those will be in the description if you want to go and check those out. Now, in our previous video that we uploaded just a few days ago now, we were talking about the patch update, the major success of the game, and the issues around server queues that were happening on PC. You guys had a lot to say in that, so we want to take a look at your top comments from that previous video and see what it is where your heads are at. If you want to get featured in the next one, then make sure you hit the comments section. Let me know your thoughts on this video, and the top voted comments will make its way into the next Arc Raiders video. This first one right here is coming from Skeleton Mandy Cast Collector, stating, I'm going to be honest, I'm actually enjoying Arc Raiders more than Battlefield 6, and I'm a Battlefield type of player, but something about this game is making me enjoy it more. Now, this game has got a lot of very weird variations inside of it, something that will just keep clawing you in, and I can't really put my finger on exactly what it is that just made me continuously play it, as I'm never normally a in-depth extraction shooter sort of guy. I don't enjoy Tarkov, I don't really play those sorts of games. The closest we get to it was like Helldivers, and it's miles away from that aspect, and I'm never normally a PvP sort of guy, but this game has dragged me in as well, so I can't quite put my finger on what it is. If you guys know exactly what it is that clawed you in with this one, then let me know via the comments. This next one right here from Aaron V states, feels so weird hearing OK Raiders instead of OK Helldivers. Yeah, I'm fully aware. Fully aware, but we are going to be expanding into loads of different games moving forward, so hopefully you guys do enjoy the content we put up here. And this final one states from False Black Bear 3553, crazy how Arc Raiders has a patch update for their beta, but Helldivers has another patch in months. I can't wait until not every comment is related to Helldivers. If we can get down in the comment section and put some Arc related comments down there, it'd be incredible. But yes, they have moved along very, very quickly, and the fact that there were so many patch updates and even GeForce Now went live during the server slam, it's been a really good move for Embark, and I'm actually hoping that they can really pull this one off, as I've been waiting for this game for such a long time. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you guys haven't already, make sure you're smashing that like button and subscribing with post notifications turned on. Appreciate all your faces, but as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.